it's important to start with a clean system and verify that all your required maintenance is done. This is imperative to have a clean separation of your product inside this system. Next, you'll turn on and warm up all your support equipment, such as your circulation heaters, chillers, vacuum pumps. One of the first things you want to do after everything is warm is make sure that your system can hold vacuum. If you can't hold vacuum, you shouldn't start in any way, shape, or form. If there are leaks, you'll need to locate and address those leaks until you can reach a consistent and constant desired vacuum level, between 5 to 25 millitorr. Okay, so in first pass, step one is to remove all of our light waste from our crude. This is going to be all of your leftover terpenes, your leftover residual solvents, any other light waste that comes from the plant matter. This is what's going to oxidize. So oxidation is essentially degradation of your cannabis oil in one way or another. One way this can show up is in dark red colors and off smells, and it can also lead to a lower potency of your oil. So the light waste will be on your internal condenser in this run, and your cannabinoid stream will be coming out of your waste stream or your raffinate side. Now this is because you are targeting your light waste and not targeting your oil. So for the first pass, you need those lower temperatures on your evaporator body to avoid evaporating your cannabinoids. In order to get this to happen right, we need to balance our feed rate. Each system is going to have its own feed rate depending on its size. So your initial feed will be listed in your initial specs for your specific machine, and it's always a good place to start. So the goal is to balance your feed rate, evaporator body temperature, and your wiper speed to create a consistent thin film inside your evaporator body. If it's too thin, you're going to burn and your products will get dark and smell very bad. And if it's too thick, you won't get a consistent evaporation because it's just going to have to move through so much mass, causing excess waste and loss of your final product. In the first pass, we targeted the waste, and in the second pass, now we're going to target the oil. This is the final separation of the cannabis oil from the heavy waste. Now our temperatures and pressures are targeting the cannabis oil, and the heavy waste will now be going into our raffinate stream. Balancing the system is similar to the first pass. We're simply using higher temperatures to target the cannabis from heavy waste. Example, the temperature for the evaporator body should be around 170, and the internal condenser could be around 75 C. The internal condenser temperature settings are very important on this second pass. This temperature, if too low, will attract unwanted light waste that may have been left over from your first pass. This will not only decrease your end potency with unwanted contaminants, but it can also affect your color. If your internal condenser is too cold, it will not allow the distillate to flow and your system will lock up. And when the system is fully loaded and stable, we begin to take some samples, so then we can test our waste on the D2 system. This ensures that you're getting a good separation on your waste and not throwing away any of your usable cannabinoids. So now we can begin to optimize our quality and yield. In the next video, we're going to introduce a new tool, the D2 1000 Rugged Mass Spec. By using the distillation unit in conjunction with the D2, this marriage creates what we call the Maximum Value Processing, or MVP program. It is revolutionizing the distillation process.